pulled off the almost impossible for us. We left around 9 a.m. Didn't even have time to fix my beautiful hair. So we got 2 sites, one for us here, and then finding our some days trying to squeeze into theirs over there. In Florida, I mean, I think it's kind of like Alaska or places you go that are peak season, because really January, February are really busy times here. And so you do have to have a little bit of thought into where you're gonna stay, what you're going to do, but I don't think you have to have reservations like the entire time you're down here. Last time we were here 2 years ago, I don't know if we had any reservations just about. So like today, we had to leave a little bit early to get here, to get the first come, first serve before they were gone. Everything's different. This is a national forest campground, beautiful. No hookups, 22 bucks a night, I think. Half for reservable and half for first come, first serve, which I like. I like it when places at least give people the option like us to have first come, first serve. It's not all reservable, because it might all be full at that point. You doing breakfast for lunch, kid? That is gone. Wow, you were hungry. Is it pretty here? What do you think?
It's pretty.
Okay, you can just nod your head. All right. You might not think about bears, but there actually can be bear activity where we're at. Ocala National Forest, I think so. These are your stuff if you need it. Breakfast for lunch for everybody, huh? You're cooking up a storm.
Been in an omelet mood lately.
Whatever your mood is the mood I'm in, I guess. So. Technically, we reserved this site. We reserved 18 down here. But we didn't know until after we parked, we got here first, that finding our someday can't fit into that one. So they tried to fit into this one, which they did. But then we found out that that one is reservable and it's already been reserved. So I've got to get the Airstream. I guess I'm gonna go over here and they're gonna go there.
Yo!
Marissa's walking with me to make sure the Airstream doesn't get... Yeah, we baby this thing. So I'm gonna share something with you guys. If you promise not to give us a hard time, you should know better than this. But this is the first time this has actually ever happened.
Promise not to tell anybody.
Yes, don't tell anybody. Nobody needs to know about this. Okay, so I pulled up on this site. It's a little bit leaning this way, just a little bit. So what we do when it's a little bit leaning is we'll use a couple of these instead of our Anderson levelers. And so I had it pulled up. You can probably see where this is going, but so we pulled up on these to level on this side, which was fine. They got it level, it was good. Walked off, and then pretty loud bang. From what I actually wasn't here, I'd walked away.
It was enough that we all started running towards the Airstream because we were on Corey and Jesse's site. It was a pretty loud bang.
So what that bang was, we've seen this happen with somebody unhooking their, I mean, this stuff happens. So to save from using the jack anymore than I have to, I'll use these on the bottom. So I had 2 of these under the jack right here. And so what happened, even though it's chalked, I know, this is where I know. Believe me, I know. I had it chalked, but I only had it chalked on one side on pavement. I know. But if you're on a slick surface, especially if it's slightly slanting or anything else, first of all, don't have those cheap plastic chalks. It's on my list to buy good rubber chalks. And I've got the, what are those things called? The,
that goes in between the tires. Things that go in between the tires.
No, that's not the technical term.
It's not an X-chalk.
X-chalk. 2 X-chalks. And if I'd taken those X-chalks and I put those between both tires before all this happened, it wouldn't have happened either. So I didn't use the X-chalks. We're on a slick surface. We're slightly unlevel. And when all that...
in a hurry.
We're in a hurry. We're already frustrated because we had to move around sites and stuff. And so you add all that together and you can get a loud bang and possible damage to your RV if you're not careful, because it slid. What happens was those back tires pivoted and the Airstream kind of slid this way. And so it slid, you can even see the scrapes here, but it slid off of these and the whole front of the Airstream fell about 3 inches and made a very, very loud noise. But we checked, the jack's working. I went ahead and jacked it back to where it needs to be. I'm gonna go get the X-chalks right now and put those on. Why am I talking instead of doing that right now? I don't know. I'll do that in just a second.
Well, we share because we want, you know, we want it to be a learning experience.
Yeah, I could have, out of embarrassment, I could have not. I thought about it, believe me. The How Not To channel, learn from us. Don't damage your RV. I don't think we did. I think we're okay. Luckily, it was only about 3 inches up.
It's okay, because it's been a crazy morning. It's just been one of those days, you know?
We got here. This is beautiful.
It is. It's awesome.
Totally looking forward to this park.
There's some springs to swim in here. Did you know that?
It sounds very cold, but
Yeah. Well,
Hensley might swim in them.
Hensley will definitely. She swam in Alaska. That girl's.
She's all about it.
She's awesome. It might feel nice to feel weightless for a minute.
I'm distracted by these clouds. Does that need to be time lapse? That probably needs to be time lapse. So one of the cool things about being here, actually we're site number 18, I think. Finding our some days site 20, but we can just walk to the trail and then walk from the trail to the springs. This isn't like a 3-mile walk or something, is it?
No, it's like 500 yards.
All right,
You can make it.
It's 500 yards.
We're going in.
500 yards is, that's a little bit.
That is actually, that's like 1,500 feet. You can make it. You got it.
So one of our favorite things about Florida is that there's so much more to Florida than when you typically think of Florida. As Tennesseans, when we thought of Florida, we thought about like, you know, Disney World and Universal Studios, maybe the Florida Keys. But there's lots of areas with like springs and lakes and just all kinds of water areas that aren't as touristy. And usually it's easier to get into those campgrounds too if you're trying to get into a state park, a county park, a city park, or something like that. Juniper Springs is technically like a recreation area. So it's none of those above, actually. That's the start right there?
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow.
Like, I think that's less than 500 yards. I think we only went like 200 yards and we're here already.
Yeah. Wow. You can see how clear it is just looking at it right there. Oh, that's awesome. I'm expecting to see like little hobbit houses over there or something. You gonna go, Hensley? Are there fish in there?
Can you go swim? That's what. Yeah, there's
like
a little mini one. Apprehensive
They're small.
about.
They're small.
Okay, I'm changing my
I'm
mind. I
going
like
in pretty quick.
this.
I'm a little bit scared.
You got it, Hensley. Oh, you can see them?
Come on, Lily.
Oh, those are tiny ones, Hensley.
Get down under.
There you go.
Look at Corey's toy. So this can like take, this is half underwater, half above water
Yeah,
type
the
pictures?
over-under shot.
Cool. What do you think about this place?
I've always loved springs.
We get a soft spot for springs.
Yeah,
We
they're
did last time we were in Florida 2 years ago. We did pretty much all springs. This water is cold. Chris is going for it. There's that snake right over there. He's right over there. Stop that. I'm just kidding.
You can't joke about stuff.
Oh, you can joke about snakes all day long. Wow, Anthony, we're gonna see some mermaids.
something we hadn't discovered
Yeah.
until Florida.
Not that we're explorers or anything like that, but there are spots where explorers have came in and seen things for the first time in Florida, and it's kind of neat to feel a little bit of like that, maybe. It doesn't feel quite as touristy, maybe that's it.
Maybe.
So this campground hasn't been insanely crowded, but a lot of your state parks and county parks and stuff like that are actually very hard to get into. Part of the reason they're so crowded is that they're affordable. I mean, it's $22 to stay here, which is no hookups, but we get free access, you know, to this. It's around $5 a vehicle, something like that to get in. I think if you do a day pass. Let's go, let's do it. Let's go. Come on, it's not that cold. Yeah.
Oh, it's a little crawfish.
It's not worth it.
All right, back up and go down as far as you can.
The only reason Marissa got in here is because Corey's taking pictures of her. You're doing good, babe. Nail it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, look at mommy go. There she goes, Hensley. There she goes. This might be really cool though. Look at that. How's it going, supermodel?
Might as well have fun with it while you can, right?
So we've traveled about 30 minutes down the road back to Silver Springs. Now we came to Silver Springs a couple of years ago when we were in Florida.
Expanding all across the state of Florida now. These holes kind of act like
I want
Right, he's waiting for someone to fall off the boat. That's why I wouldn't want to be in it today.
big hole underneath the water. Once that point pops up back on the surface, like on brand.
It's pretty cool. Like, I don't know if you noticed, this is like way more parking than they probably need here, but this actually used to be like a theme park slash safari type thing that they, I don't know what happened. I think it went bankrupt, and then so the state just kind of took it over and made it Silver Springs so that they could preserve the springs, which were gradually being just run down and trashed and all that kind of stuff. We're not here to check out that side of the park today. We're here to get in the water. And I don't know that I trust this GH5 in a canoe, so we'll be swapping over to the GoPro. Hensley, we gotta do this thing?
Yeah. Likey.
That's probably not a good idea. You ready? You gonna be a good canoeer?
Uh-huh.
When we were here 2 years ago, I was watching everybody going by on their canoes and kayaks, and I was like, we are gonna do that. So I'm excited that we get to do it.
I'm excited about your accent, even though you say you don't have one.
I don't have an accent, everybody else does.
No, it's y'all do.
Y'all do.
Whoa. We're sinking.
We're not sinking, sweetie. We're good. We're good. Hensley, it's a manatee.
Where?
Over here. Look over here.
I bet not.
There he is.
I actually don't know. Did they
That rock looks like
Look at his fin come up. This is so beautiful.
They're called sea ravens.
Sea ravens? So these shacks are all from the movie Tarzan. Like, I think the original old school Tarzan, but they're still left up from the movie set. Pretty cool. And we see a bug. Where's the bug?
Right there.
Okay. Trading post. So cool.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool? Look at that Ford, Hensley. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Where the spring starts.
Is it the cave?
Yeah, that's where the water comes in, the spring. You have fun?
It was so much fun.
Did you have fun?
Yes. Fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I think we made the right choice. They do have one of these where we're at in Juniper Springs, but it's apparently way more aggressive, if that's the right word. So I think this was good. It was fun.
I was worried with a 4-year-old and having this belly that I couldn't sit. The other one was like, 4 to 5 hours. This one we rented a couple hours and that was perfect.
When you think of Florida, it's not just the touristy stuff. There's lots of this kind of stuff too. So we got a playlist for Florida. I'll link to that. Check that if you haven't, because it does show some of the touristy stuff, but then it shows a lot of this kind of stuff too. We're gonna get the bite to eat, get a picnic, and we will catch you guys
Later.
All right, catch you guys later. Well, your belly's right there, babe. Catch you guys later. Probably thought today's vlog was over. We did too. Turns out we were wrapping up our day, getting some stuff for dinner tonight, and we managed to break the door. Down here is broken, and it'll no longer shut. So yeah, it's a weekend. We're getting some ratchets. We're just gonna ratchet it shut, I guess, until we can get it somewhere to get it fixed. To be continued. Nice.